Hello, you're watching the News Bulletin. I'm Bangor from another headlines as usual. Greater Mekong sub-region holds strategic role in Asia's international integration. Haiphong conducts mass vaccination drive. And fishing in Tam Giang Lagoon wins international photo contest. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the 6th Greater Mekong Sub-Region Summit, which was held virtually on September 9th. Vietnamese Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính emphasized the strategic role of the Greater Mekong Sub-Region in the international integration process and economic growth of Asia, while addressing the 7th Greater Mekong Sub-Region Summit held virtually on September 9th. He suggested priorities in sub-region cooperation in the time ahead. Firstly, the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic, with a focus on supporting the open, fair and transparent access to vaccines and treatment drugs. He said Vietnam will continue to effectively contribute to the implementation of common goals and visions of the sub-region. The meeting adopted the COVID-19 response and recovery plan for the 2021 to 2023 and the Economic Cooperation Program Strategic Framework 2030. At the end of the meeting, they adopted a joint statement and agreed to hold the 8th Greater Mekong Sub-Region Summit in China in 2024. The same day, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính had a working session with representatives of European businesses in Vietnam. Ambassador Giorgio Aliberti headed the delegation of the European Union to Vietnam. The ambassadors of European countries and representatives of the European businesses thanked the Vietnamese government and localities for creating conditions for European citizens and businesses to live, work and develop business stably in the country. They said, however, in recent time when Vietnam has implemented social distancing, businesses have faced difficulties. Prime Minister Chính said enterprises proposals which are under the government's authority will be handled in a timely manner. He said the Vietnamese government is developing a suitable roadmap to safely adapt to the epidemic. He expressed his wish that European businesses will support Vietnam in its effort and adapt to a new situation for developing production and business. Chairman of the Vietnamese National Assembly Vương Đình Huệ held talks with President of the European Parliament David Sassoli in Brussels, Belgium on September 8th. Welcoming Chairman of the Vietnamese National Assembly Vương Đình Huệ, President of the European Parliament David Sassoli said the European Parliament and Vietnam share common interests in multiple areas and that it wants to enhance all-round cooperation with the country. Huệ affirmed that the EU is a partner of leading importance in Vietnam's foreign and international integration policies. They discussed issues to further intensify the two parliaments' ties so as to have developed Vietnam-EU relations more strongly for the sake of both sides. Regarding collaboration in the COVID-19 combat, he thanked the Parliament, relevant agencies of the EU and parliamentarians groups in the European Parliament for supporting and assisting Vietnam in the fight. Chairman of the Vietnamese National Assembly Vương Đình Huệ and President of European Council Charles Michel on September 8th agreed to further enhance cooperation between two sides. During their meeting in Brussels, Michel welcomed the working visit to the European Council and the European Parliament by the Vietnamese delegation to discuss issues of shared concern across spheres, especially mutual support in the COVID-19 fight and post-pandemic recovery and ASEAN-EU cooperation. National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ hosted separate receptions for representatives of several economic groups in Belgium on September 8th as part of his working trip to the European Parliament and Belgium. Meeting Peter Lavoie, Senior Director International Government Relations at ExxonMobil, Huệ appreciated the cooperation's efforts to implement and complete the signing of the agreement in principles on guarantee and commitments of the government. Receiving Fabien Dejong, member of the Board of Directors of Infra-Asia Investment, which has invested $1.2 billion in industrial zones in Haiphong City and Quang Ninh Province, the Vietnamese leader hailed the company's intention to expand investment in Vietnam in the fields of renewable energy, wind and solar power. During his meeting with Eddie Brunick, a representative of International Port Engineering and Investments Limited, who affirmed that Vietnam is paying special attention to developing the logistics industry, he spoke highly of the company's activities in Vietnam, particularly investment projects in industrial zones in Hải Phòng and Quảng Ninh. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs held a press conference on September 9th. We have more in the following report. Vice spokesperson of the Foreign Ministry, Đoàn Khắc Việt, said to ensure the implementation of the dual goals of pandemic prevention and economic development, Vietnamese authorities are working for the early deployment of vaccine passports and adjusting regulations on entry and exit, creating more favorable conditions for foreign experts, workers and investors to enter the nation. He added Vietnam is also starting a closed tourism pilot program for international tourists who have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Regarding pandemic prevention and control, as well as social security in Ho Chi Minh City, the diplomat said that although there are still many difficulties and epidemic condition is still complicated, many positive signs have been seen in this hotspot. The fight against COVID-19 in Vietnam and Ho Chi Minh City has so far received valuable support from international friends and community, he said, expressing his sincere thanks for such assistance. Some 500,000 people will receive the Virocell COVID-19 vaccine under vaccination drive launched by the northern port city of Hải Phòng on September 8th. The drive will last for 10 to 15 days. There will be 54 vaccination facilities in districts and 18 at local industrial parks that meet social distancing requirements with 4 zones: reception, medical examination, immunization, and post-immunization monitoring. In this campaign, Hải Phòng City has given priority to drivers, driver's assistants, workers, local people voluntarily registering to receive vaccinations, shippers, and other cases in line with current regulations.
I feel good and had no reaction to the vaccinations. I feel safer having the vaccine as there is the party and state policy to protect community health.
Of 170,000 workers at economic zones and industrial parks in Hải Phòng, 120,000 have registered to receive a vaccination. Flexible inoculation schedules have been arranged to ensure local enterprises can continue production and business. The trade unions of several companies prepared meals for members and gave them a paid day off after being vaccinated.
Our industrial parks will become green zones after workers are vaccinated. Production trends will not be disrupted, contributing to socio-economic development.
Hải Phòng has more than 1.6 million people eligible to receive a COVID-19 vaccination. Before September 8th, nearly 170,000 COVID-19 vaccine shots have been administered. The city is seeking different vaccine sources for its pandemic prevention and control efforts. It has pledged that people who receive first shot will receive a second in accordance with the schedule prescribed by the Ministry of Health. Vietnam has introduced its fruit, vegetables and other farm produce at Mart Fruit 2021, the fruit and vegetable professional show, which opened on September 7th in Rimini City, the Emilia-Romagna region of Italy. On display at the Vietnamese booth are fresh fruits from southern Sơn La and southern Bến Tre provinces, including grapefruit, longan, avocado and mango. Other specialties such as coffee and tea were also brought to the event. Vietnamese ambassador to Italy, Nguyễn Thị Bích Huệ, emphasized that Vietnam's presence at Mart Fruit 2021 shows the desire and efforts of the embassy, localities, and domestic businesses to promote Vietnamese fruits to international markets. Mart Fruit 2021 is the first major event for the fruit sector to be held in the European region after nearly 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It offers good chance for Vietnam to set up partnership and seek export markets for its agricultural products in Italy and other EU member nations. The fair also serves as a bridge helping Vietnamese businesses assess and connect with Italian partners who possess advanced technologies for producing, processing, and preserving fruits. The two-day event features 800 booths and is expected to attract about 500 fruit importers worldwide.
With a brand value of $2.4 billion, Vinamilk is the only representative of Southeast Asia to be listed in the 4 global rankings on the world's most valuable and strongest brands in 2021.
In Brand Finance latest Food and Drink 2021 report, Vinamilk was ranked 8th in the world's top 10 most valuable dairy brands with a brand value of $2.4 billion, up 12% compared to 2020. In addition, Vietnam's largest dairy firm is listed as one of the 3 most potential dairy brands with the second highest score. According to experts in the food and beverage industry, Vinamilk's appearance in global rankings has demonstrated its strong sustainable development strategy, especially as the COVID-19 pandemic brought the world economy to a halt, affecting supply chain and making consumers tighten their purse strings. In the first 6 months of 2021, Vinamilk's export activities recorded double-digit growth, reaching 2.8 trillion Vietnam dongs, up 13.1% compared to 2020. The company is continuously expanding its foothold in the world. It is investing in the US, New Zealand, Cambodia, Laos, and most recently it has set up a joint venture in the Philippines with Del Monte, which expects to launch products this month.
The Ministry of Planning and Investment has said that it's coordinating with relevant ministries, agencies and localities to build a national economic restructuring plan for the 2021 to 2025 period with an aim to creating a breakthrough change in the growth model towards higher productivity, quality and competitiveness.
The objectives of the plan include improving the efficiency of resources, the self-reliance and adapting capacity of the economy, heading to the formation of science, technology and innovation-based economy, ensuring fast and sustainable growth. It also aims to enhance the internal strength of the economy and domestic businesses, forming suitable economic structure and upgrading the value chains of sectors, while drastically implement digital transformation and the building digital economy, digital government, and digital society. Specific goals set by the plan for the 2021 to 2025 period include 6.5% rise in labor productivity each year. The ratio of social investment is expected to reach 32 to 34% of the GDP, while public investment management institution is raised to international standards. Meanwhile, bad debts are subjected to be kept under 3%.
Fishing in the mangrove forest by Phạm Hữu Trung won the first prize in the People category of the 2021 Drone Photo Awards.
Other nice shots by Vietnamese photographers also made them in the final round of the People category. The Drone Photo Awards competition is organized by Art Photo Travel, a non-profit association that creates cultural initiatives aimed at spreading, promoting, and enhancing art, monuments, traditions, cultures, and national beauty around the world. Drone attracting around 14,000 submissions from over 100 countries worldwide, features 8 categories: wedding, nature, people, urban, animals, abstract, sport, and videos. The award ceremony will be held in Siena, Italy in October in the framework of the Siena Awards Festival.
And that's wrap up on this bulletin. Thanks for watching and see you next time.